Alright, in this video demonstration we're going to be going through managing events. So we already have it pulled up, so by default it will just show a search filter and it'll show active, it'll look for active events, active and online. So these 4 events are showed up. So active means that the event can be sold and managed through the box office. Online means that actual ticket sales will be displayed on the public facing site. So if you uncheck active, it will also disable it on the public facing site as well. In order for it to be on the public facing site, it has to be both active and online. So we do distinguish between these because sometimes you'll want to be able to sell tickets through the box office that you don't want available online. So that's what you'd set this as active and this as inactive or online or not disabled. So we're going to go through the process of adding a new event. So I'm going to click on this button here. And we're going to do an event called for the Book of Mormon. So the first thing you have to do is select the venue, and that's set at the time of event creation, and then that cannot be changed later. So we're going to check active and online. Now we can elect to, say we want to open ticket sales at a certain date and time. You can put that information in here. It's not, you don't have to. Let's say we want to open tickets for March 1st at noon. Right. Then need a description. Then we're going to get the banner image and the ticket image. The banner image is the large image that's displayed on the event page for the public facing site. And the ticket image is a square image that is going to be displayed on the actual ticket. So we'll go ahead and create event. And once we do that, we see that more options open up down below. We do have some advanced options for the event. So if you want to override, for example, the default tax rate and the fees, etc., you can do that here. This is information, just random information, like if you want to require the customer name on the individual ticket, that's generally, by default, that's no. Additional info is like if there's, say it says dietary requirements, for example, if you're selling events to like a dinner or something like that. And venue information, this is if you were, say for example, you have a venue that's fixed, but it's something that travels around. So like a circus tent, for example, you would have different addresses based on your location, but you'd still have like the same seating chart. So you can change that if you need to. The last one here is seat blackout. This allows you to block off seats within that venue. So you can click individually and that will black out those seats. You can also right click on any seat and everything will be selected, or everything will be changed within that row. So if I right click again, it actually will remove it all. So I just will say, okay, those 4 seats need to be blocked out for whatever reason. I'll do these 8 seats. Submit. Okay. Then again, these are all kind of self-contained units. So this event info is you'd update everything in there by clicking on update event. All right, so the next thing is ticket prices. So if we do, okay, let's make that $20. Add. Okay, so box office only. This is like, for example, if you want to sell a comp ticket, that'd be free. Obviously, you don't want that available online, so you click on box office only. Now sections, what that allows you to do is select which sections those are available for. So say you want it only to be that ticket price to be displayed in certain sections, you would make sure that only those two sections are selected. Section, this is for comp, and child, and then you could always like reorder them if you need to. And again, these sections are all kind of like self-contained, so it's always good to just click update pricing to make sure that all your changes took effect. So then this is dates and times, so you just simply click here, and let's say we want this to run from March 18th through the 20th. So this is a Friday show, so let's call it 7:30. Let's say there's a matinee and an evening show, so we could do something like this. Could do comma separated, and then it'll have both dates. And right, so then we have our shows, and those are updated in immediate time. So if you need to make any changes, you can click here, edit, and then do whatever changes. So say this was meant to be 8 o'clock, update. And then if you need to delete, you just click, if there's a date that's, say there's a date that's a mistake. Oh, I didn't put a time in there, that's why. So that popped to the top. In order to delete it, you just set it as inactive and then delete. Removes it. All right. So the last section here is marketing channels. This is just kind of it. Say you're going to do different promotions in different avenues, and you want to track sales based on that particular promotion. So for example, here, this would be for Facebook. So if you're going to promote the event on Facebook, you'd use this link. So it has a little slug, CID equals FB. So that way you can track within our system, you can track ticket sales and traffic based on that particular slug or that particular marketing channel. So you can set some that are global, so these are set automatically. So those are set in settings. We just establish some predefined marketing channels that are always available. Let's say there's a specific one that you want for this event. Okay, so then that becomes like an event level marketing channel. And all it does is just allows you to, like I said, track referrals and ticket sales based on the different avenues of marketing. All right, so that is it. So once that is set up in place, I'm going to go ahead and actually remove this. I'll bring it back here so it's in the past. That way, so we'll go ahead and click online. Okay, so now we see we have this event that we just created, Book of Mormon, March 18th. And you can go ahead and buy the tickets, and you can see the placement of the pictures and all the different dates, etc., etc. Ticket prices. You can see adult and admission, adult and child. You can see obviously the comps was not included. And that's pretty much, that is it as far as creating new events. and then you can go in and edit and update any of the information that we previously put in. All right, that should conclude event creation and editing.